Hello everyone. So in this lecture we will be talking about how we can hide our tools from our victim machine and cover our tracks and leave no trace behind on the target system. So I'll show you a few ways that we can cover our tracks, making it very difficult for a system admin or forensic investigator or law enforcement agent to track our malicious activities. So log files are most common techniques for a system admin to determine what has taken place on their system. Every unsuccessful login, successful login and security event is logged into a log files. So the first thing we need to do is make certain that there is no trace of our malicious activities in this log files. So in newer version of Metaxploit Metapredator, there is a script called clearrev to clear all event logs, and the program will go into the event logs on a Windows system and clear out all of the logs. And this might looks like a little suspicious to a so it will look suspicious to the vigilant system admin, and most system admin are not vigilant. So at the very least it will remove our connection and or attempt connection from the log files, and of course there may be other evidence left behind such as router logs and IDS logs, and we'll deal with this feature. So first, Metaxploit to compromise the system and create a Metapredator command prompt. So once we Metapredator session, we simply type just clear rev. As we can see in this screenshot, all of the event logs of the application system and security have been cleared from the log files on the victim machine. Then you can see all has been cleared in here. Then after that, clearing an event logs on Windows machine. So another way to clear on the log files on Windows system is to use clearlogs.exe. You can download from Google. So if we have a physical access to the system, we can simply install it and then run the clear logs, and we can choose to clear the security application and security logs. So to clear the security logs, type clearlogs.exe minus sec, which is security. Then we can go and event viewer and click on the security event. Then we can see that all of the security events have been cleared and there is no trace that we had been in here. So if we have an remote access to the system, we can simply upload it to the system with TFTP and then run on the system. And also one thing to note, that don't forget to remove the clearlogs.exe before leaving the system, as the mere presence of the clearlogs file will be tellable evidence that someone has compromised their system. In Linux system, log files are stored in var/log directory. So we can open and view the plain text containing the log message by opening with any text editor. So before we leave any compromised system, we will want to open this file in our favorite text editor and simply just delete all of those entries. Or if we have time, just carefully go through and delete all the any entries related to specifically on our compromise of the system. Then finally, what you need to do is, before we leave the compromised Linux system, we want to make certain that our command history is erased. Remember the bash shell we are trying, and we will save around 500 command. So a system admin could track all of our command and detect our activities on the system and potentially use them as evidence. So just simply just type this command echo. So the size of our history file is determined by our environment variable, which is this hist size. So we can check the size of a hist size by typing this echo hist size. Then we could then set it as 0 by typing 0 is equal to 0. Now our shell is not store any of our history. So if you remember, change it to 0 before beginning of the hacking, and none of your command will be stored in your terminal. So if you have already written some command, remember to log out and log back and clear your history after the hist size is 0. Then sometimes we won't have enough time to erase the history file or change the hist size variable. So in a hurry we can actually shred our history file by typing this bash history, and this shred command, this is the shred command with -zu, this one switches will override the history with zeros and it will delete all the files. So that's how we use to clear event logs and all of those. And to check to see if your history has been shaded, you can just simply view the history file by typing the bash history, and it will show you all of those history and logs. So that's how you use event logs on clear all of those by hiding or after using your attacking machine or after targeting your attacking machine and done with your attacking.